Ladies and gentlemen, this is a cruiserweight contest, 92 kilo limit. He stands 181 centimeters in height, 33 years of age. From Lopburi, Thailand boxing stable. 37 fights, 21 wins, 15 losses, 1 draw, 13 wins by way of KO. He's known as Yan Hansuk Morpuana. Ladies and gentlemen, Panya Chomphoophuang. His opponent this evening hails from Algeria. He's taught by men at FCC Fight Gym. With 5 fights, 5 wins. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lamrani Abderrezzak. Your referee for this contest, Mr. Chris Sandera. Your judges, Mr. Pipat Razana, Mr. Warawat Dunkau, Mr. Carlos Costa, your supervisor. Madam Pakapong Sangmani, your timekeeper. Let's get this pugilism started, boys.
Straight into the next fight. This is a cruiserweight battle. Algeria takes on Thailand. So we've got Lamrani Abderrezzak from Algeria in the red, taking on Panya Chomphoophuang from Thailand in the black shorts with the gold shrimp. Thank you everyone for being here. Happy New Year. Welcome into 2025. And I hope you're enjoying kicking off your new year with some big boxing action here at FCC Fight Club Championship, Pattaya, Thailand. Round number 1 underway. So this is a cruiserweight fight. 2 very heavy gentlemen in that ring. A nice jab there by Panya attempted. And even the jab that doesn't land, you can definitely hear the impact it would have had. Overhand right attempted there by Panya. Lamrani, very patient. Just steps back away from that overhand right. Lamrani with the jab, sticking it out. Nice jab to the body there by Panya. So a very active round for both of these fighters so far. Swing and a miss. A windmill of a shot attempted by Panya. And Lamrani has got to be thinking, if that shot lands on me, what damage is it going to do? Right hand downstairs, followed up by a left hook by Lamrani. A very active first round. Exactly what we like to see here at FCC Fight Club Championship, Pattaya, Thailand. Entertainment for the nation. Steps in there. Great stuff by Lamrani. A good move as well. Step right in on your opponent. If your opponent gets low, you either get low with them or step right on top of them. Great stuff by Lamrani there. Right hand and a miss. You can see Panya really struggling right now to try and find that range, trying to get those right hands upstairs. And that is the difficulty we're seeing right now. Panya doesn't necessarily believe he can get his shots upstairs without overextending. He definitely can. He's just got to keep going to that body, keep hitting the target that is available to him, and that head will eventually find itself. But I'd like to see Panya start going to that body with that jab, start hitting downstairs with a jab, and let that guard open up for him. Swing and a miss there. Left hook to right hook by Panya. Already less than a minute to go of round number 1. Big shot there landed, but the referee calls it a slip. You could hear the slap of the gloves, but it was not a knockdown. Great refereeing there. And there we see it again. Lamrani steps in forward. As soon as he sees Panya dip down and put his head down, Lamrani steps right on top of him. Great move by Lamrani. Doesn't use much energy, but puts his weight on top of Panya. So Panya has to use more energy to keep him afloat. Just a good move by Lamrani. One of those interesting things with boxing where it's just small edges, and both fighters nearly fall through the ring and nearly land on the commentary booth. And again, both fighters not necessarily clinching, but are being broken up. And you can see it once again. Panya coming in with his head down, and that is just a sign of someone who doesn't understand where his opponent's range is. Swing and a miss at the end, a clubbing right hand to the arm. Was that a sign of frustration, or was that really, I didn't hear the bell going? You see with these action replays, The action replay caught that moment where he slipped to the canvas but not really touching it. That is the bell, 4 seconds out, getting into the action once again. Lamrani Abderrezzak from Algeria in that red. Panya Chomphoophuang from Thailand in the black and gold. Round number 2 underway, scheduled for 3 minutes. Double jab to the right hand there by Lamrani. Lamrani just doesn't look phased at all by Panya. He almost looks offended that Panya is trying to swing these big shots upstairs. Lamrani with a good double jab to the right hand once again. So he's found a good combination that's landed well so far. Double jab to the sweeping right hand, or a clubbing right hand as some may call it. And we see it right there as well. So if the fist doesn't land, the wrist or the forearm usually does. It's one of those moves where you kind of have insurance on your punch. If the punch doesn't land clean, some part of it will. And the level change is coming now. You can see that overhand right probably coming from Lamrani. When he's starting to level change, he's trying to bring the guard down of his opponent and then flick that right hand upstairs. Left hook to the right hand once again. Great head movement by Panya. Panya with the overhand right. The crowd goes wild. So Panya definitely has a huge scoring section for him right now. But if that's the only move he's got, I think Lamrani only has to use a jab to win this fight. Panya needs to do something different rather than just trying to club with the right hand. Unless you've got an incredibly strong right hand that is accurate, you need to do something different. You can't rely on equalizing punches if they're not landing clean. Both fighters just kind of tentative right now. Neither want to engage with full clean combinations. Usually a respect of power for both fighters, but Lamrani says no to that and goes forward once again. Referee bringing him in. Great refereeing. We love to see this. The referee not allowing the fighters to get away with what they want. He's telling them what he thinks they should be doing. Great stuff. Less than a minute to go of round number 2. Swing and a miss there, but a good idea. Swings upstairs that left hook. Left hook into right hand there by Panya. So Panya definitely has some moves. Definitely has some skills. But to me, Lamrani is just too big and strong, and I think Panya is just struggling way too much to try and land clean punches on Lamrani. Swing and a miss there. Once again, right hand sends his opponent back. Left hook downstairs. Both fighters trying to go to the body right now. Final moments of round number 2. A great uppercut gets in there by Lamrani. Swing downstairs, slapping right hand to the body. Panya being muscled into the corner. The forearm being used by Lamrani. And Panya, to me, looks frustrated. He looks angry. Maybe he's got to use that aggression to his favor. We see these action replays. Both fighters swinging heavy shots. Neither fighter landing a clean punch. And there we see that sloppy moment. A very sloppy round for both of the fighters. Both firing lots and lots of punches, but neither fighter is actually landing a clean punch right now. Here we are, the next round. Algeria taking on Thailand. Double jab by Lamrani early on. Referee quick to break him up. And the referee looks like very determined to keep control of this fight, because I feel like it's just one moment away from them both just starting to swing for the fences after the clinch. You can see the frustration by both of these fighters. And it tends to be a case of when both fighters are swinging heavy shots and neither are connecting clean, but you see a lot in the clinch, they'll get frustrated and they'll start making mistakes. Back into the action they go. 30 seconds always already in of round number 3. Lamrani closing the gap right now. Good combination landed there by Panya, but he's just getting pushed back by Lamrani. Lamrani, definitely a very, very strong individual, and he's just muscling his opponent right now. And you can see a little bit of blood trickling out of the nose of Panya, and it's going to really disrupt his breathing for the later rounds. And a hook misses the target. And I think Panya, again, as we've mentioned before, it was a macho man situation of, I've got as much strength as you, if not more, don't try and bully me. And I think Panya wanted to prove that he will not get muscled by Lamrani. So I think it kind of goes hand in hand, and this is what I was talking about. Both fighters swinging for the fences, both fighters missing the target. Frustrations will start to build, and that's where the mistakes start to happen. It's who can capitalize on the mistake of their opponent. Who takes that small edge? Right hand upstairs. Lamrani swings a right hand upstairs as well. And here we see it again. Both fighters trying to muscle each other in the clinch. And that's what I was talking about. It already looks like both want to start kicking off. You don't want to use unnecessary energy inside the clinch. Great right hook to left hook there by both fighters. Lamrani really coming alive with some big combinations to the body and head now. Left hook downstairs, right hook to the body. Lamrani starting to put some pieces together, starting to left hook at his opponent. Panya's got to do something here. He keeps dipping his head down, but he's not doing anything else with it. Lamrani starting to tee off on his opponent, but Lamrani can't keep complaining to the referee. He is pushing down on his head as well. So Panya putting his head down, Lamrani pushing down on the head. Both fighters at fault. And here you see Lamrani beckoning Panya to keep fighting. The referee quick to break them up, and I'm curious to what the referee's going to say here. Is he going to be taking a point? Yes, he is. And I'm curious to see what he took a point for. I assume it's putting his head down, which is just a compromising position in boxing. Great body work. Both fighters still swinging after the bell. And it's heating up in here. The drama is starting to happen. And look, the referee, I don't think it was clear enough what was happening. The referee didn't announce what happened, but I believe it was that he put his head down, and the referee has warned him several times over. We've also got to mention that Lamrani's pulling his head down as well at the same time. I think both fighters were at fault, but I think it was one of those situations where is taking a point a little bit too dramatic, or is it one of those things where if I don't take this point away, you're just going to continue to keep putting your head down? So I think the referee's done the right thing here. I think the referee's trying to take control of the situation, and that's what we need to see more of in boxing. That is about 4 seconds out.
On 4.
Lamrani Abderrezzak from Algeria in that red. Panya from Thailand in the black and gold, and the sweat goes flying into the audience. Lamrani just teeing off on his opponent, just swinging wild shots to the body, and finally Panya goes to the canvas the first time in this fight, where he goes to the canvas due to a punch. Panya returned back with shots, but Lamrani, like I said, it looked like he's so frustrated that he just wants to put this opponent away. And here we see him once again teeing up with everything he's got. Is Panya going to do anything back? Panya starts to throw some shots, goes to the body. Lamrani says, is that all you've got? Both fighters in center of the ring right now. It's starting to heat up, exactly what we expected. Both fighters trying to put each other away. Big left hook to the right hook. Panya swings a right hook upstairs, misses the target. Lamrani once again swinging hard, stiff punches, clubbing his opponent into submission. But Lamrani still hasn't put Panya down again. He hasn't found a way to stop the tough Thai fighter. And that is just a testament to the heart, determination, and chin of Panya. He has taken some of the biggest shots ever and still fighting back, still trying to give it everything he's got. And the referee's got to be looking at this very closely. Has Panya got enough to win this fight? It's not a case of surviving. It's a case of, is he trying to win the fight at the same time? Uppercuts getting through for both of these fighters. Panya, to me, is moments away from getting put down once again. He's putting his head down. He's moving into the uppercut of his opponent. But you see there Lamrani pulling down on the head as well. I mean, he's doing it in such a quick way that the referee's not catching it, but he's pulling the head down and throwing that uppercut. You cannot do that in boxing. That is dirty boxing. You can't pull down on your opponent's head. He doesn't need to be doing it. He doesn't need to be doing something like this. The referee nearly jumped in there. Panya looking very hurt right now. The referee, to me, could be stopping this fight, and he's done exactly that. The referee made the right move there. Panya was doing just enough to keep the referee away from him, but it just wasn't enough. Great stoppage by the referee. Great performance by the man from Algeria, Mr. Lamrani Abderrezzak. And I was worried for a moment that he was going to pull down on the head and deliver a big, vicious blow, but he stopped doing it and he just went to the body. Great stuff, great victory. And we will go to our MC with the official
Ladies and gentlemen, once
announcement.
again, the referee stopped the fight for the boxer. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2 minutes, 27 seconds of round 4, winner by TKO to the red corner, Lamrani Abderrezzak.